Bro. Griffin, how'd you get just like absolute goat status on Crazy Cattle?
He said back in the day he won a couple tourneys.
I did. Back in the day, I won some
Because
tourneys.
the Egypt tourneys were pretty easy to get into, but you got into the higher ones, didn't you?
I did get into one Ireland tourney.
Yeah, but like getting
I also got
getting into a higher ranked tourney, like there's like France, Egypt, and Russia, right?
yeah.
Getting into a Russian tourney is so hard. If you do it, you're practically like it's like
I did it.
Yeah, you did
That
it
is the
really
second
well.
tourney I went to.
It's like the chess grandmaster status.
Ooh,
I made it to a Russian tourney. I did only get 10th place, but that's because some of the other people there were just, I mean, like if you watching them play this game is like watching Gordon Ramsay cook a dish, dude.
See, no, because like because the Russia tournament is the highest part. See, Egypt is the second bracket.
It is the second bracket, and it is the second lowest when you're playing where I am.
Yeah, it's like
but
Russia is F1 and then Egypt is F2.
Yeah. So the thing about when you're playing offline, this is 1, 2, then 3, then 4.
Yeah, that's true.
In tourneys, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just because of the locations and the amount of highly skilled players in the areas.
Wouldn't it be Warzone 1, Sweden 2, Egypt 3, Island 4?
No.
It's smaller.
When I say 4, I mean 4 is the highest ranking. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you made it to... What'd you make it to?
My first tourney was in Ireland, which is not that hard to get to, even though it is the third one. It's basically the same as a Sweden tourney, but I mean, the only real difference is that it's mainly for people who use blocking plays.
Yeah, it's weird.
And the thing about that is that it kind of cancels that skill out, because it groups a lot of blocking players together, which means there's not many spinners to use that blocking strategy on. So it kind of teaches you to learn other strategies to use against a player like yourself.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why.
So you're saying Egypt is the lowest rank. You didn't see. So Egypt isn't shit.
Egypt is essentially like playing with your friends. I mean, you can win money from it, but it's
barely.
It's like a fraction compared to a Russian tourney.
It's just like ranked, basically.
It's basically like ranked. Yes.
Sweden is
Sweden is essentially the same as Ireland. It's about the same. Like, it's equally as hard to get into. It's just has a more wide range of techs.
Yeah.
Ireland
has more spinners.
Yeah, Ireland is highly focused on blocking.
Yeah, blocking. So what you're saying is you got into a Warzone tourney, which is a hard thing.
I did. It was very difficult.
Yeah, getting into a Warzone tourney is basically grandmaster status in chess. That's a good analogy.
There was only 15 players, and I got 10th. But that's the thing, is these players, man, they were insane at this game, dude.
It's really crazy how the higher like the better players are able to like start techs like the particle accelerator, which is so risky and like so unlikely to happen. They're able to do it like with consistency, which is what really sets them apart.
Yes.
Much time that
they practice in offline lobbies with AI, because in those AI lobbies, a rule 1 is not rare. It's quite common actually to find 2 other players in a rule 1, and so that's where they practice their particle accelerator.
The thing is that if you find 2 people teaming with a rule 1, what the higher ups in Warzone will do is, if they're teaming with a rule 1, then getting a particle accelerator off them not allowed. That's allowed because you're not the one teaming.
Yes, if you see 2 of them teaming, but hold on. What could happen is they could make a false claim and say they did it by accident, and you, or one of them could make a false claim saying the other one and you were teaming, and they started a rule 1 with them on purpose to make you start the particle accelerator. But what happened?
I think it'd be up to the judge.
It would be up to the judge, but a lot of the time they're very convincing with these arguments.
Yeah, I think the rule 1ers that get into Warzone are the worst players because it's just so much skill wasted.
I'm getting my popcorn, bro. This is entertaining.
I'm gonna play a few more offline games.
Ooh, that was a rough start.
See, what happened there is what happens with a lot of like lower level PCs. You see this lag here? In Russian tourneys, a lot of the time higher level players with higher performance computers will use that to their advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Because, with the like astonishing graphics and like the insane physics engine, it's very hard to run for a low quality PC. And even if you are mid-tier, there's usually a few lag spikes at the very beginning of the game when there's over about 25 players in. And in the higher ranked matches, there's usually not those 25 players. But what will happen is, I've seen it before, they will use a lag switch, which is frowned upon, but it won't get you flagged.
All right.
And the reason for that is it makes it a more realistic experience. It makes you feel like you're playing just in a regular offline match because most of the time you will have a lag spike at the beginning of the game.
So what I think also like the lag of Egypt has to do with a lot with the fact that like the majority of better players come from places like New York, LA, Dubai, all those places. Like Middle East is a hotspot because they have good computers there. So they're able to handle Egypt. They're able to handle those lag switches.
Along with the fact that the graphics for Egypt is actually rendered 1 grain of sand at a time. So your computer's trying to run millions and millions of grains of sand.
And in Dubai, they have that at-home advantage where they're used to sand.
Yes, dude. What happens is, in Egypt, what they'll do is they'll layer sheets of sand particles on top of each other instead of doing each individual piece of sand in the higher ranked tourneys, even though it is the lowest rank of tournaments. When the higher level players will play in Egypt as like practice, they'll play in the lower level tourneys. They'll have the moderators change the way that the game is rendered so that it, lags less, because those higher level players are usually not around this area, but more like up here, around here, and in America.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Have you seen some of the people play this game? It's crazy.
It is insane. Here, let me look up,
Pretty pro gameplay.
Pro gameplay.
I've seen this guy before. He's pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
This is a very long video.
Too.
See what happens around Egypt. Ooh, 1 remaining. Does he win this match?
It's a spinner. It's a spinner.
It is a spinner. What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do?
Look at
the counter spin. The counter spin. He's taking it slowly. It's a 1v1. He's obviously not gonna stop spinning. He needs to take it slow here. That was a close call. He's doing the counter spin. He's trying to. I can see he's trying to get in front of him. Oh.
This guy's pretty bad. Oh my god.
I was not expecting that. I thought he didn't talk on this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Hold on, let me give you the play-by-play here though.
Play-by-play.
What happened here is he was trying to do a counter spin, and essentially what that does is it gets you into a Rule 1. But when they have more momentum than you, a Rule 1 can usually end out bad for them. All that happened is he had I don't even want to say bad because I know he's a good player, so I don't want to say bad positioning, but I want to say unfortunate positioning because
The
this
other
player
had better position.
he did have a better position. I think it was just a positioning issue, just because I think the other spinner player obviously, tightened his circle because I think he thought that our Vine Sauce here was going to try a blocking play, and like I said several times before, tightening your circle just a tiny bit is the tech to stop a blocker, and sometimes it'll also end pretty positively for you if you're dealing with a counter spinner. I think that's all that happened here.
Let me be clear.
Mm-hmm.
What?
But
Oh shit, he's dropping Mega Knight at the bridge.
Okay, see. I'm watching.
any other questions from the audience?
No.